Hello everybody, my name is Jill Ballard and I'm going to be your tour guide here at Zeitz Museum of Contemporary Art in Cape Town, South Africa. To begin with, we're going to start out at the very front of our building and I'm going to tell you a little bit of history of our building. So here you are seeing the front of our building, which you can clearly see the outline of our old grain silos, which used to be a part of the complex grain silo here. And this building used to be, and still is, one of the tallest buildings in South Africa. So we are going to walk right into the front of our building. As you can see in this front entryway, there are plenty of elements and principles to go around. Some principles that I would like to highlight are going to be movement and light. Movement is seen through the curvature of the cutouts in the interior lobby. The back artificial lighting brings a new insight to see how these beautiful carvings were made and how to emphasize the large, grand structure of the space. Without the illumination of the space, we would not be able to understand just how grand this space is. And then to continue, some elements that I would like to highlight are going to be line, shape, and emphasis, as I mentioned before. The line work and shape of the space connect to each other. The curvatures and the straight lines all are cohesive and relate back to the shape and emphasis of the front entryway. Moving right along, we're going to go into scale. This building is the biggest building in South Africa. And you can see on the bottom image just what a great example of human scale figures there is to show how grand and beautiful the curvature of the space is. And then we're going to highlight some of the materials used. The four main materials seen on this space are going to be concrete, stone, steel, and glass. The museum is constructed from old silos, which are clearly made from stone and concrete, which is the main material taking up the space. Now we're going to go right into light and color of the space. We're going to talk about a little poem that I like to remember this space by. Bright, joyful light, beautiful kaleidoscope, sunrise to sunset. The beautiful iron cladding of the windows give this beautiful kaleidoscope image during sunrise to sunset. All hours of the day, you're getting beautiful light into the space. Now we're going to talk about some experiences in this building. So this building was cut from old corn silos, and the negative space seen in the front entryway was inspired from the kernel of corn left behind. Some more experiences that I would like to highlight in our museum are going to be our interactive art rooms. Like seen on the top right image, you're able to interact and touch the feelings and textures of our art pieces. And then on the bottom left image, you're able to see our rooftop deck, which allows you to see the panoramic view of our city. Now we are going to go into the theories of this building. One theory that I think beautifully describes this building is going to be bridging the interior and exterior together. On the exterior of the Zeitz Museum, you can clearly see the old grain silos that were used to repurpose this building into the art museum. And then when you walk into the main entryway, on the interior, you're automatically surrounded by the interior cutout of those old grain silos. To finish off our tour, I'm going to talk about some of the finishes of our art rooms. Most of our art rooms are going to be a stark white, which allowed the light to bounce off the walls and the finishes in the room to draw your eye to the art pieces. And then rooms on the bottom with color on the wall. We do that to create unity with our artwork. Thank you for joining me on our tour of Zeitz Museum of Contemporary Art in Cape Town, South Africa.